Revolution. JD Vance is going to be replacing Trump soon. Welcome to the Pillow Revolution. We can do it from bed. We can do it in our sleep. They'll do it to each other. And this is a perfect example. JD Vance will be replacing Trump soon. And then we'll just have to replace JD Vance, remove JD Vance, which would be easy to do. Because he's wearing those high-heeled boots, will be easy to topple. So, looking forward to that. Looking forward to meeting any Americans, me and my fellow Americans in the live who are excited about the idea that President Vance will be easy to overthrow. Excuse me. YouTube never puts anybody in the live until about a minute and a half. I don't even really want to do lives that are longer than 10 minutes, but since they never really show the live to anybody for a minute and a half, I figured I'd have plenty of time to eat my ice cream sandwich without offending anyone. But Trump should arrest Obama, and then JD Vance should replace Trump, and then we should overthrow, what's his name? President Vance. And overthrowing President Vance will be easy to do. Not just because he wears the high-heeled boots. That's kind of a joke, but I mean, it stands for everything. He's not Trump with Trump's tiny feet. Anyway, Vance will be overthrowing Trump, or Vance will be replacing Trump soon. Then we can easily overthrow Vance. A piece of cake, piece of ice cream, sandwich. So, also we should have automatic citizenship for everyone ICE encounters. So that person came and went, as they usually do, at about a minute and a half in. They usually stay for about 10 to 30 seconds, leave without any comment. It's always one person, and then back to zero. So, I knew I would have no problem eating that ice cream sandwich before the scout arrived, or we only had the scout to watch out for. Anyway, welcome. JD Vance will be overthrowing Trump, but I think Trump's going to arrest Obama first. I think JD Vance will probably let Trump arrest Obama first, and then overthrow him. What do you think? Don't you agree, single person, that YouTube is allowed to see my live? That Vance will probably overthrow Obama. I mean, Vance will probably overthrow Trump pretty soon using the 25th Amendment. Just call him unfit for office and take his place. But he'll probably let Trump arrest Obama first. Do you think Vance will let Trump arrest Obama before he replaces him? Anyway, so also automatic citizenship for everyone. ICE encounters is the other idea I'm putting out there. Just putting it out there in the universe, or putting it out there to people who see this in the future, because speaking of you, people from the future, no, thanks. Thanks so much, people from the future. You guys are awesome. I don't have anything bad to say about you guys. And thanks for helping us out. But people in the present time, with Vance overthrowing Trump, it's a good thing. It'll be easier to overthrow Vance. Don't you also agree that we should give automatic citizenship to all their victims? Yeah, see? No one ever disagrees. We got hundreds of people come through my lives, thousands of people come through my lives, and no one ever disagrees that automatic citizenship for all their victims is a baseline, and then we should give them compensation above that. But this live is specifically about, will Vance let Trump arrest Obama before he replaces him? Because Trump might arrest Obama this week, the next couple of days, and then he probably won't. I mean, Trump always chickens out. Taco Trump, why won't you release the Epstein files? Why won't YouTube find anybody for my live? That person just left. Why won't YouTube find anybody for my live that's against Trump? I'm just going to put that out there for a little while. Anybody who's against Trump, which should be not just most people in America, but most people around the world who have any awareness of who Trump is, which is probably most people, are against him. So why won't YouTube find anybody to come into my live who's against Trump? I mean, they do sometimes. Out of thousands and thousands of people, they do occasionally find one or two people who are against Trump and will be vocal about it in my comments. So we'll see. But it looks like Vance is about to replace Trump. Hello, 2 new people. I'm Puffin. Welcome to Pillar Revolution. Looks like Vance is about to replace Trump, and then Vance will be easy to overthrow. Don't you agree? Also, don't you agree we should give automatic citizenship to everyone they encounter? Every one of their victims should get automatic citizenship. Don't you agree? Yep, two more people agree. So it's been thousands and thousands of people that I've mentioned this to, and I've only gotten disagreement from two or three Trump Putiners, and they don't count. They don't matter. And those people just disappeared. So for people in the future wondering why does he keep repeating himself over and over again, it's because there's nobody in the live. There's nobody to talk to because YouTube can't find anybody who's anti-Trump for my live. YouTube can only find pro-Trump, well, mostly only find pro-Trump Nazis and trolls and pedophiles and the occasional anti-Trump human American person. Occasionally. So that's a YouTube problem. I don't think it's a me problem as much as it's a YouTube problem. I think I've got some pretty good stuff to say about getting rid of Trump. The easiest way to do it is let them do it to themselves. I mean, not just let them do it to themselves. It's great to talk about this stuff and help people strategize and come up with what to do. But the fact that they're going to do it to themselves, take advantage of that, roll with that. The fact that Vance is poised to replace Trump and should be doing it soon, the more we talk about it, the more of a slapdash job he'll do of it, for one thing. I mean, it's all probably Putin's plan, you know? It's probably all going to be up to whether Putin's deciding to bench Trump and bring Vance in instead or whatever. So I'm sure he'll work it to his maximum advantage, but it'll still backfire on him. It'll still work to our advantage, especially if we're calling it out in advance. We know Vance is about to replace Trump. We're ready to replace President Vance. Like, he shouldn't last more than a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should have this figured out to when he finally, so that if it takes him a long time to arrest, I mean, if it takes Vance a long time to replace Trump, like a week or two from now, we use that time to prepare for removing Vance. And we can get the Trumpers on our side. We can get the people who are vindictive and um, revengeful about Trump being removed on our side against Vance. You know, we won't want them on our side for anything else besides that, but I mean, we'll use them to help overthrow Vance. Like, sure, you know, enemy of our enemy is our friend, and our enemy in all these situations is Putin. Putin's running Trump, Putin's running Vance, Putin's running this game on all of us, but we can make it backfire on him. It's not hard. I haven't found a single American or anybody who cares about stuff to join the live. So, pretty interesting there, YouTube. Shame on you, YouTube, not really finding interesting people for my life. But hello, maybe you're the exception. Maybe you're a different person. Maybe you're the same person scrolling back through being extremely boring, like some type of Timu KGB FBI agent. Is that what you are? I mean, that would be at least interesting if you had some type of identity that you had to keep secret by never saying anything, but you kept trolling my live. Maybe you should be looking on how you're going to report on your fellow Timu KGB FBI agents. You know, because you guys are Timu KGB. So, anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, nobody in the live. Nobody in the live, which is fine. I like to go only 8 minutes, or only like to go only 10 minutes, and this one's only gone 8 minutes, but this is probably a good a time to shut it down as any, because I was going to make a new rule that if any troll Trump Butineers came in and made a comment, that's when I would shut it down. But I don't want to invite them or invoke them in any way. So hopefully finding an American person who hates Trump, or any person anywhere who hates Trump, any human, or anybody, you don't have to be human, anybody who hates Trump, who's ready for Trump to be gone, who's ready to just talk about Vance replacing Trump. Vance is ready to replace Trump. We're ready for it. We need to be ready for overthrowing President Vance, but we need to let people know that, you know, we know what they're all up to. Like, it's not going to work. Their plan's going to backfire. They're not going to get away with it. And we need to do that, you know, on all fronts. But Vance replacing Trump, we can use that to our advantage. Just get ready to replace President Vance. And also, we should be talking about automatic citizenship for all their victims. Anyway, I've mentioned that to all these different people. Nobody has anything to say. I guess I'll find out when I close down the live whether this one person who's in the live is the same person over and over again, coming back and coming back, or whether it's individual people, because it'll count the number of people. So that'll be interesting. I guess I might as well do that before anybody besides one person. I guess at one point we had 2 people in here. It'll tell me that too, but I'll be able to figure out mathematically if this was the same person returning to my live over and over again, but never saying anything or not. It's been about 10 minutes, so time to shut it down. See you next time. And good luck overthrowing Trump, J.D. Vance. Good luck replacing, I mean, you can do it, but Good luck to J.D. Vance replacing Trump using the 25th Amendment. Then we'll be replacing you, J.D. Vance. Hopefully just impeaching you or removing you for being unfit for putting up with this stuff in the first place. Anyway, see you guys in a minute. I'll come back live. We'll get a better batch of people for an audience.